Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to RFL F1. We are in round 2 of Monza. I have got some company tonight for a change, so please welcome to the broadcasting table. It is Swayze. So good evening, Swayze. How are you? Yeah, it'll be absolutely fantastic to have you on board whenever possible, Sways. So it's round 1. Obviously, just to reflect back on last week wasn't the greatest of debuts in the season opener, and I would just like to assure everyone, to all the drivers as well, to just please be respectful to the admins, to the owners. Otherwise, it's not really acceptable for the behaviour. What's happened there? Oh, there's something, Sways. I'm so sorry. It seemed like Leighton and there was an Alfa Romeo. I think it was JD. I don't know if it was a bit of lag, but that seemed absolutely scary to watch. Then it was only quali as well, but all is fine. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully it's going to be a little bit more respectful now. Yeah, it was only an outlap as well. I was on board with Leighton, and it seemed like he hit JD, or they both collided together, and it absolutely freaked me out. But all is fine. Yeah. 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 Do you want to take us on board then with Leighton throughout Monza, Sways? Cooper Grande, and then you're going to I forgot that name, and then it'll be the Lesmos. That's a respectful lap time there, and oh yeah, Senna had a quali ban, just remembered. That's a very good lap from, and Leighton's taken the corner cut, so I'm not too sure if that's allowed in the rule books, but we'll see after what everyone says. I'm just making sure who's coming across the line. JJ with a 1:21.6 then, also on the soft tyres. There's a Red Bull of Commence who has invalidated his lap. Next to come across would be the Alpine, yeah, which is Jules. So I think this is my first time seeing Jules, and he goes P4 then with a 1:21.7. So and Tom Gorian goes fastest. What a lap from Tom. What a lap from Tom, a 1:27, so he's on the medium tyres as well. That's an absolutely fantastic lap from Tom Gorian. What a lap. Fresh has just started his lap. I think the Aston Martin is going to box by the looks of it. He is, yeah, indeed. Just trying to point out if anyone's on a lap time, but I think I know the McLaren is. Still two drivers not come out yet, and Scott W now does a fastest lap with a 1:20.1. So he's got the soft runner. He's the only soft runner ahead of Tom, and again Scott W does cut the corner there. So there's a bit not advisory, but if it's not in the rule book, then you know, so be it. And Waving Skull is going to be next across the line, coming to the Parabolica now. We'll see what the Williams driver can do. As he comes across now to do a 1:22 dead, so puts him P8 respectively. Yeah. It's not entirely, no. There's not much difference to it. Last time I raced here, I think it was the time when they did the update in the league race now. In the league race 50%, I remember they updated it, and EA just messed it up. It was like an apocalypse just happened, and but ever since that it seemed okay, seemed fine. And I was just going to say to you, Sways, Fresh was on the flyer, but he spun by Ascari and all, so I don't know if he had any wind damage at all. Just wonder who's ahead of him then. Must be Skull, isn't it? Yeah, it is Skull. We'll see what can do then. Coming to Ascari chicane a little bit behind there on the throttle. Could have gone a little bit earlier, but he comes across P10 with a 1:22.6. I think it's all, yeah, and I agree with you as well. Sometimes like having that banker just get used around the circuit as well, you know. Also, it's a lot of do a lot of training. I've done it many times before with different leagues, you know, just focusing on one single circuit, you know, for a week, and it just makes a big difference. And all, it doesn't matter. Like obviously, when you're going to quali, it's a little bit different to time trials, but I mean, it's still, you know, it can still be beneficial. Like the track, as you said, track evolution, you know, it's not as it used to be, if that made sense to you, Sways, you know, before in the previous leagues. But we'll just see how the drivers get on, and we'll, you know, take it from there. I absolutely agree there. Because my first game ever, well, I bought F1, and I'm going to say it was 2016. And then I missed it for a few years, and then I got back into it in F1 2020, which some people say is the best game that was made in F1, and I wouldn't disagree at all. And then that's the game I liked. F1 2021 was a little bit difficult for me, which I'll be really honest here. And like F1 2022, it started out really well, and I don't know with you, Sways. When it first got released, it was so good, wasn't it? I found it really, really good. And then the first patch update they did, it just turned into like, it just seemed it had gone downhill. Oh, 100%. Yeah, so anyway, back on with the quali. So if I'm on board with Fresh. Yeah, it did nearly go, but he's recovered it really well. So he's got a little bit of a slipstream as well, and with someone in front of him, he's going to go P6, which is a really good lap from the McLaren. He goes P7 now with a 1:21.7. So that's an excellent lap from the McLaren, who they did struggle at Azerbaijan last weekend, but he's done really well to get that position. Yeah, so as I've missed that, so Leighton goes with a 1:20.1, Scott W with a 1:20.1. I think that's the man to beat at the first time around. Jules, who is P4, so yeah, I'll have a look now. Go on board. Who? Oh, and he spun it around. Oh, he was doing so well, he was a second up. And maybe the tyre pressures are a little bit too high for him, don't you think, Sways? Yeah, it's looking very good. It's looking like a very good race. I'm on board with Tom Goria now. He's coming to the Lesmo, so he's 10th and a half up from the first sector. Gets a decent exit there from the second. DRS now available for Tom. As we see a nice camera angle there, very, very nice. And he's 6/10 up. Purple middle sector. He's looking very fine, very clean through Ascari. Yeah, he's still doing good. Still doing good. I've turned off the telemetry just so it gives a clearer view of the drivers. But comes through Parabolica. He goes a 1:20 dead. So he goes fastest now. It's round 2. It is going to Tom. So we're looking like someone could go for a 1:19 possibly. And I'm just gonna say to you, Sways, I don't know if you saw at the bottom of your picture, Aiden has just joined the session, and he was the winner last Saturday in Azerbaijan. He is looking like a very good driver. He's got a very good capability of driving under pressure. He's had to do some safety car restarts, and he's nailed all of them. And he's handled a lot of pressure last Saturday, so he'll be one to look out for. Custom setups, I think you are, but I think Park Firme is on. So once they choose this setup and they go out, they're not allowed to change it back. Yeah, so he's got time. Yeah, he's got time to get his setup and all. 2 laps, yeah. Yeah, so we're just waiting for him to come through. Obviously, Senna had a quali ban, so Commence and Kirby need to get in an official lap time, otherwise they will be behind Senna, which is kind of funny, really. Oh yeah, he was on the line there after Ascari. Yeah, so getting all the track from it. Come around the final corner now, does Commence. hugs the inside line there very nicely. He goes with a 1:21, which puts him P2. Not far away from Tom at all. He's sandwiched himself between Scott W and Tom. Yeah, JD now is coming across. He's just at Parabolica. I think he's on a... Is he on a banker lap or is he... I wasn't too sure there. I'm just going to have a look. Oh, he's used all of his ERS, so I'm not too sure exactly. Kirby now, he'll be starting his lap very soon. So, yellow sector 1, and I believe... I'm going to say that's... Is that Angelissimo or is that JD? Not too sure of it what happened. So, Kirby trying to get as much heat into the tyres before he comes around, as he starts his possibly first and only flying lap of quali. Yes, and I'll go back on board. I'll go back on board with the McLaren. I think it's Fresh, who I think I don't know if he's starting an out lap or a flying lap, because I don't know. My thing I think glitches, because it says 3:30 after sector 2 when they have an out lap by it, but then it goes off. So it's quite difficult for me to see who's on a flying lap. Commence will be in the pit, I think. Is that Jules coming across now? Jules is coming across. Jules does not improve. The Alfa Romeo, that is JD again, who is just not. And who's got... Yeah, and did Sambo just get a slipstream there? Sambo got a nice little slipstream there from the Alfa Romeo, so he's wrapped that very nicely. Oh, and he spun it around. Sambo spun it around. I think he just hit the sausage curb in the first few corners. TM Kirby, he's on a lap now. Yeah, he's coming to the end now, is Kirby. So he comes across with a 1:23.9. So I don't know if he's on a banker lap. And Fresh is retired. Fresh is retired as Ascari. Yeah, I'll go on board with the Red Bull. I think Commence is coming through now. Oh, he's a 10.5 up his Commence. So yeah, you can see. I think he's just... Oh, and he spun it! Oh no! Oh, he saved that really well. And I think that's the Alpine. Was that Jules there? Jules is not on a lap. Oh, and oh my God! Tom gets so close to Commence there. Oh, that was looking for a recipe of disaster. Oh, that was scary. There's yellow flags by the I think there's yellow flags by the Lesmos. I think it was an Aston Martin. And Tom goes with a 1:19.9. Oh, what a lap. %. Yeah, we'll see what Scott W does now as Commence retires from the session. Oh, it touches the grass here to Scott W into Parabolica, and he goes wide to Scott W. And he's still, is he gonna, he's just, no, he's, I think he's slowed down, because I think if he got it, it would, yeah, I don't think it would be very good. So, we did Kirby. Oh, Kirby went Kirby P6. Kirby got P6 in the end, so decent lap there. Yeah, so very a bit dramatic, if you ask me. Right. Yeah. Car. So we had this situation last Saturday, Sways, and told for drivers, do not ready up until it reaches a certain time. And the driver goes, one of the drivers goes and readies up within the first 10 seconds. And it just caused absolute chaos. Yes. Yes. Yeah, you crack on, Sways. Yeah, no problem. I'll go through the grid then. So Tom Gorian in P1 with a pole position of 1:19.9. Fantastic lap from the Alpine driver. Alongside him has commenced a very good lap there in P3. Scott W. JJ in P4. Leighton will be 5th, ahead of Kirby. Angelissimo in P7. Jules P8. So Fresh in P9 with Kent P10. McLaren's doing really well there, considering from last week. Sambo, Skull, JD and Senna make P11, 12, 13 and 14. So the sprint will be now. As we just got to make sure people do not ready up. Oh, please do not ready up. Please do not ready up. Alright, so as we wait for everyone to get back, 2 minutes until everyone can ready up then. And it's looking decent, The seen Aiden's just been put into a Mercedes when he's forgotten to be put in an Aston Martin. But apart from that, there's not much I can say. So with Aiden now in, we got is that 15 now? Yeah, that's 15. So 1 minute until everyone can go. Alright, green light then, and we are all good to go. So the countdown in 10 seconds. I think there's I'm going to say there is a formation lap. We will find out. No, it's 5 red lights then, and that's caught me off guard. So here we go then in Italy for the sprint, and we are underway. And Tom gets a very good start there. Who was going down there? It was Commence who had a really poor start, but Scott W is side by side, and he's going to go round the outside of Tom. And there's been contact on. Oh, the other Alpine's gone into the vein of Scott W. It was Jules, wasn't it? It was Jules that went over the sausage curb, so that's really affected his racer. Angelissimo somehow ahead of P1. In P1 is Angelissimo. I don't know how we got the penalty though. I'm gonna find out if he's got a 4-second time penalty. No, he didn't get a drive through, so he must have cut the corner. I'm just gonna go on to the tyre things. I'm not too sure if it gave it on the game, but I don't know if you can see, Sways. Angelissimo has got wind damage on one of the end plates, and JJ's catching very nicely to Angelissimo. So I wonder if Angelissimo is going to have to pit, but he's gone wide, and JJ's just left the door open from Angelissimo. Oh, and Angelissimo's going to fight it back. Angelissimo's going side by side and looking down, and is he going to fight it? Oh, he doesn't. I think he gets squeezed, and that was... Yeah, this... Oh, yes, by top 10, isn't it? Yes, I must be... I must remember. So, that's a very good start then for JJ. Oh, and JJ spun it! JJ spun it! Oh, yeah, I think we did. So, Tom Gorian now takes the lead. So we've had 3 drivers in the lead in the space of a lap and a half. And Angelissimo goes wide again, and that's just left the door open for Aiden. So Aiden pretty much lost the first challenge, and he's already up to P2. And sprint race. So they do a sprint race. Yeah, they can do a sprint race for the whole, every race for the calendar, and then we're going to do 50%. So that's why we have a short quali, not a full one. So yeah, Aiden then pretty much starting P15. Now he's up to P2, and Leighton takes it, and then Scott W takes it. Oh, look at this. Yeah, look at that train, goodness me. I mean, if you see that Transport for Wales, then yeah, you'd be doomed. I'm just gonna go on board then with Scott W and Fresh, who are having a nice little battle through Cooper Grande. They go. Is it a Grande move for Fresh? He's gaining, but he's not quite there. But it's a good battle there from Scott W and Fresh. TM Kirby doing really well. I think he's gained a place at the start. Angelissimo holding on very tightly. But Aiden with the DRS now at the top for the battle for first place then. Half a second split in between the top 2. He's on a purple sector, is Aiden. And look how much he's gaining those ways. He's just literally... Oh, I've seen... Oh, Mercedes is gone, isn't it? It's Kirby. Oh, my goodness me. He's still kept it alive, though. He is ghosted, so he is allowed to... We'll go on board then. Oh, and someone spun it. Yes, JJ. I'm going to go back on board, Sways, with Aiden. I'm going to go back on board, but I don't think he's close enough, though, to Tom. He is locked his brake. Oh, and he nearly goes into the back of him. Yeah, yeah, look at his ERS. He's just used it up so much. Scott W, is Angelissimo going to let him through? Yeah, he is. It would be wise to give the team orders from Ferrari. That's better strategy than the ones in real life. So hats off to them. It would absolutely make sense. But look how close Aiden is now. He is so much closer to Tom Gorian. He's 4 tenths away, and he is gaining. We're going to go on board now with Aiden, but he's just not quite there. I think Tom has just got enough just to defend it. We'll go through Ascari as they are the gap is just 2 tenths, man. God, if we could have more of this in the proper race. So Tom goes a little bit wide there, but oh yeah, it's absolutely scary, and Tom has got barely any. And look at Aiden, he's just going for it. Oh, that is ridiculous. Is Tom going to fight it? Is Tom going to fight it? No, he's not. So Aiden takes the lead. He's done the last of first challenge. Now he needs to just keep it on top as Waving Skull has just spun around. So he's at the back of the pack. Not a good sprint for Williams, I'll tell you that now. Sambo having a little battle, and he's spun it again against Kent. So that's the second spin of the day. He's doing a little me. Sambo, we've all been there, mate. As Leighton's off. Leighton's off. Oh, what's that? Yeah. So Tom. Yeah, Tom's got DRS, but he's not close enough. He's just not quite there. Leighton then on fresh. Oh, was Leighton going to go for it? Oh, that was close. That's on a 2022 car as well. That is outrageous. So Aiden then last to first. He's completed it. 1:20.5. That's the fastest lap. So great finish here for Aiden. Tom Goya then. Oh, and as he goes into the back of Aiden there, probably to say how much annoyed he is for that reason. Scott W then P3, very good effort from him after the incident at lap 1. Must be the, so obviously, you know, like years back, the top 10, whatever the top 10 had, our quality had to start on in the race. I think that's how RFL had done it. But I don't understand how that's worked. I don't understand, because it's a 5-lapper. And it only gives you, like, soft tyre as a mandatory tyre, but yeah, that's... Yeah, exactly. Leighton thought... Sways, I don't know if you've seen. Leighton thought he needs to stop thinking it's only a 4-lap race. I was weak. Oh my goodness me. Some people are thinking how they only ended up on mediums. Because... right, so Kirby may have given the reason now, because I think if they've used all their soft compound tyres in the quali, I think it gives them the mediums instead. Aye. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, Jules has just opened up for that for turn 1 incident at lap 1. Is it going to rain? Yeah, so that's our sprint then done. So on to the 50% at the tempo of speed. And that was yeah, it was pretty dramatic 5 laps ways, I would say. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, let's hope for it then in the main event. Yeah, tyre strategies then. So I'd say it's either a medium hard or a hard medium around here. I think that's the way it's going to look. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone did put a soft tyre on. If it stays dry. If it does stay dry. Because we don't know what the weather's going to be like. It's not guaranteed that it's sunny. Safety car is on, and I will say to you now, it is going to be, it is standard. So the chances are it is likely that a safety car will come out. I think so too. I couldn't agree more. Mhm. I think as well. I think as well, Sways. At this track, it's so hard to gain time sometimes, and you need, like, obviously with a train that evolves around it as well. It just makes it into extremely difficult. So the green light has been given out, and we will be going in Italy. Oh, I better just get myself adjusted. I wonder what time we're going as well. We'll just see. We're going at 45, so I I'm just going to take a little break, Sways. I will be back as soon as possible. Yeah, it'll all depend on what strategy they go, and I'm just gonna give a little sneak peek here, Sways. Just looking at Kirby's garage, and I can see the white striped tire, which looks like a hard tire, so it's looking like Kirby's gonna go hards for the start of the race. Unless it's a glitch, I don't know. We'll see. We will see either way. I could, but I'm gonna leave it until the formation lap. And that's true actually, but it's if you can get a good launch. Are we going lights out? Oh my god, that scared me there because I. Yeah, there is a form. Yeah, there is a formation of that. Oh no, there isn't. Oh, we're off. We're off. Oh, we're racing. Yeah, we're off. Oh, and Aiden's gone wide. Aiden's gone wide. Oh, he's nearly spun it as well. Goodness me. And Scott W then. Oh, and Kirby's retired. Kirby's retired. That is not the start you needed. I don't know. What's it? I don't. Oh, and oh, what's happened there? Oh, and Tom's lost the session. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, restart. There's a restart. Restart. There is a restart. There is a restart. So, goodness me. Whoa. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, you were right there as well. And I think, well, sadly it didn't work last year because Max Verstappen was on pole, but he was on the soft tyre and he still kept P1, surprisingly. But yeah, it's one of these tracks. Italy and Mexico are always like, yeah, and I also remember. Yeah, I also remember. This has also unlocked a little memory, and it was Drive to Survive and Valtteri Bottas in 2020. He was on a quali, and the crew said, "Do not give Verstappen a tow," which he did, and he started P3. And Valtteri said, "Oh, it's better to start P3 than P2," and he goes on to win it then after. So in many ways, it does work if you sometimes are just that little bit behind. And that's true, yeah. It's a little bit like Spain as well. Spain, I know, is not as long as Italy and Mexico, but it still gives enough of a straight to dive down the inside or something. Yeah, and that's the way sometimes, you know. Exactly. Drive to Survive is coming next week, and he'll be curious to see what happens in the series. I've just ate some chocolate, and my saliva is just going. There is. I'll just send you an invite now. Yeah, my taste buds are like going because I've just had chocolate and all, and it's really hard to talk while my taste buds are like going. It's really I don't like it. You crack on, mate. Tell me, just did not do that. Oh, a good day sometimes, you know, is a good laugh. And that's what it's all about, you know, you gotta have a bit of fun. Yeah. It does look like it. I think you need to go off spectator, don't you? That's it. We got 17. Way amazing. Hey, could you know? Could have driven. Could have done a last to first ways. You never know. Yeah, anything's possible in F1. First, you have to finish. Once famous German has said. All right, so coming next Saturday, it will be it will be the Dutch Grand Prix next Saturday. I'll go through the next three. So Dutch, then it's France, and then we head to Silverstone. France, I'm not too sure. Yeah, because I it's my it's my sister's birthday on the 4th of March, so I don't know if we can have a party or something, but we'll wait and see anyway. But apart from that, yeah, there is there is Sambo has said evening. Do you know I'd love to come back is Hockenheim or even the Nürburgring. So, sadly, I never got the opportunity to play on the Nürburgring in F1. So I was or even Hockenheim, and I was absolutely gutted. Other tracks I'd like to see. Turkey's always a good one. Istanbul Park. I wish Portugal was on for a little bit more. To be fair, um, I'd like to see one in South Africa possibly come after they have raced in Africa, but I'd like to see it back on the calendar. Hopefully in the future. Anything for you, Sways? Any tracks that you would like to see come back in future? Can you imagine if they they replaced France with the Minneapolis circuit? It was like a NASCAR but F1 edition. All right, so Tom, given the time that we go at 9 o'clock on the dot, it will be a 4 minute window. So do not ready up, otherwise you are screwed. Um, Penalties? Yeah, absolutely. Leighton is going out tonight and he wants it all hurried up. So, not great. Not great for the boy. And I can see through. I can spy through Kirby's garage that he's going on the hard compound tire. I love this angle where I can just see Kirby's car has just changed from soft to hard. Ah, that sounded wrong. Oh shoot. Yeah, you can go to race director. It shows everyone's, but I can just see on the camera space. I don't know if you can, but Kirby's tire, his right rear tire, has got a white striped compound tire. It's like a Russian spy. Apart from that, I don't know what everyone else is on, but we shall wait and see. Oh yes, so your favourite livery then, Sways, through for the 2023 season. Hmm. Yeah, I think that Mercedes one was just unreal. I think that wins it for me. But we'll see if they can come back and recover after last year's incident. And we Leighton wants me to. What's happened? Right. So he wants me to say it if an incident occurs through turn one. So I will say it. But if we get through turn one, fine. Then I won't say it. But if there's something happens, but in turn one, then yeah, I will say. Sorry, Sways? Uh, yes, Ford are coming back as an engine supplier for Red Bull in 2026, I believe. So, can't wait to see the Eco Boost on the Red Bull. Anyway, Sways, it's formation lap time. And here we go. So, yes, that's right. Okay, so I'll go through the mediums in order then. So Aiden, Scott W, So Fresh, Leighton, Angelissimo, Kent, JD, Jules, Senna in the formation lap already. XCR, Senna, Cal and PRT all on the mediums. Hard tyres then for Tom Gorian, Kirby, Sambo, JJ and Skull. And you said someone had a spin, didn't you? Was it Sambo? It was Leighton. It looks like he's lagging a little bit as well. I don't know if he just had a little moment there, but this is what I don't understand. Aiden is gone, really. He's now on the DRS straight. And you can see the gap between commence and the top three. So Aiden will need to back the pack up a little bit more. Because he did this last weekend as well. Didn't really back the pack and he was going to get colder tyres. Oh no, who was that? Sorry, was it JJ instead? I think JJ went. He didn't back the pack up. Yeah. Don't want to catch all. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just see if Aiden does, and he's still a long way ahead. So he's playing with a little bit of fire as Aiden. So he comes into the slot very nicely. Not perfect, but he gets the job done as Tom Gorian comes across now, and he gets a very good parking position. Leighton gets disqualified, Scott W with another decent one. Commenced with a good one. Fresh, who's in P5, should I say, an excellent position for the McLaren driver. So here we go then, guys. So it's round two. It is Monza, and I can't see any 5 red lights. And Tom Gorian's got a drive-through penalty as has commenced, and we're underway in Italy. And as 2 people with a drive-through, a jump start. So yes, here we go then. And turn 1 is everything's smooth for the time being. There's something happened underneath, and I can't see. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to commence there, but I think he might have disconnected. I think he has. As if there's yellow flags turn. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, and something's happened. And Scott W now into P2, and it's all kept well. And I just missed it as well. I just missed it because I was looking for the yellow flag that happened, but well, we'll look down for midfield then to see if anything's occurring, but so far nothing, as Kent is trying to make a move on for Williams, but he's just not quite close enough. Senna didn't have a great start. He was down in P17, and there's someone gone off, and this is Sambo. Sambo spun again. Oh jeez, he beeps, man. He's had a mare. Has he lost his front wing as well, as Aiden takes P1? Yeah, he's lost an end plate. So he's got 2 more laps from now, which I would advise him, if he is one of the fastest drivers now, to do it, because he does not want to be behind commence. Sambo pits then, probably for a nose change. Yeah. Sweet. And Fresh Gas have moved on Jules, which is a very good move there through, oh, what was it called again? Before the Lesmos and all, I forgot the name. I had it then as well. After Cape Grande. Where is it? De La Roja chicane. Oh, and JJ's had a spin. JJ's had a spin through Ascari. His back end went, and he still managed to keep it. Oh, and so who went through? Oh my God, that was that must have been scary. I think that was Skull going through. Oh God. And who's gone? Who's gone? Oh no. Oh, and is that a BSC? Has that come in really well for Tom? And that is a very, very fortunate. That is very fortunate for Tom Gorian there to go in just before the BSC was deployed. So that was very good there. Yes, and he gets ahead very, very nicely with a good gap. Yeah, you gotta be careful. So Aiden then in P1, Scott W P2, Angelismo P3. So a Ferrari double podium, as JJ has left the session. I'll see if I can. Is he on PC? As we're back, and I'll try and find JJ again. So I got JJ back in, and there's a little battle between JD and Cal, and I think Cal's disconnected as well. So I'll try and get him back in. So everyone's having an issue with connection. As he goes, oh wait, is he back? I don't know. Oh, yeah, yeah, he's going through De La Roja, so he's got to move very nicely, but he's gone wide, and Kent's just taken the place easily. I thought Cal disconnected there, but that was my bad, because he was ghosted, so I wasn't too sure what exactly happened. So Cal, that's my bad there. And Wave and Skulls had another moment by the second Lesmo just before the DRS, so not looking great for him. As JD's now had a moment, he's spun by Ascari, so everyone's having another moment. JJ is gonna leave again. PRT, I'm not too... Oh, and Senna's gone wide as well through Parabolica. I'm going to go on board with Leighton then, who is 6 tenths away from Angelissimo. I got to invite JJ again. Yeah, so just going to hide everything, see if he gains. He's gaining, but it's just not quite enough there. So, it's just having a look at this lovely image there. There's just no data, no names, just a beautiful picture, just seeing the cars race. But, you can see how close he is. Yeah, you can... Yeah, and Aiden's just done a 1:22.4. And the tip here, Sways, I think, for ERS and Monza is if you can save it really well. And by that, like, if you use it too much, the chances of you getting it back are very hard. And Senna's retired. Senna's retired from the session, and it's our Parabolica. So will this be our first safety car of the day? It is a VSC at the moment. I'm going to have a look on board if I can find him. I'm on board with Sambo if he catches up in time. But that's our second VSC of the day. But yeah, he's gone now, so very, very unfortunate for Sanabé. He did have a quali ban, but yeah, not it's yeah, horrible to see. Unfortunately. There's quite a few, isn't it? The gap from, you know, Jules to Kirby, and then you look at Kirby to JD. It's just unreal. Not quite yet, and Jules has got a drive through. You did say, and Leighton's just kept that half a second. Yeah. Going to go on board now. Yeah, he's got the move done for P9, so he's getting back for positions. His Tom. His next target now is Cal and Kirby in the Mercedes then, as I'm going to go back on board with Leighton, who has not got the move done just yet for P3. He is going through Cuba Grande. Looking down, Kent still trying to keep with Tom. JD in a little battle with his own teammate. But as far as I'm aware, nothing serious yet. No, not many proper battles, as you can see. So, yeah, he is he's just under a second, and he's on the slower compound tyre through Stella Roger. Then gets very smoothly there. Only 9 times separate. Now it goes down to 8.5. So he's putting on the gas. Here's Tom Gorian, and he will get DRS. I'm just going to go on board with Leighton just for a bit. Is he going to be closer to Angelissimo? No, he's not quite yet, but he is very close. And look, Scott W is just going. He's just trying to save as much as possible, but look at how much Angelissimo's got. He's got under half of his ERS left, so this might be playing really well into Leighton's hands. If he just keeps it up, just stay within DRS. And yellow flag sector 2, yellow flag sector 2. Someone's had a moment in Velesmo's. No, yeah, Velesmo's. Who was that? Was that JJ or Waven? It was one or the other anyway. And Iscari again, so someone's had a I think that's Skull again, and it's not been Sculls' day at all. He's nearly lapped through the leaders. It's only lap 8, which would be really gutting, really heartbreaking for the Williams driver. So Aiden's very close, but again, Leighton still cannot get past Angelissimo. Full P3, and Commence has still, he's ghosted, but it looks like he's still racing, like his AI is still not on. I'm gonna go and look at the midfield then, and JD is having a battle with PRT. I'm gonna say Gigan, maybe. But this is the battle for P11 then. And JD goes off the track there, and that's cost him a lot of time. And I don't think he'll get the move done now after that, as Tom Gorian, as I've suddenly just forgotten about him. He's up to P6. He's already passed for Mercedes. Now his next target is Fresh, who was 7 seconds ahead of Tom Gorian. Leighton still can't quite get past Angelissimo. Yes, and you can see Kirby and Tom, who are P6 and P7, who may have an advantage now in the next few laps. There's a little bit of, I would say it's going to be around lap 12, I reckon. So Leighton's still not quite close enough to Angelissimo as of yet, but he's still trying very hard as this. Aiden, haven't seen much of him. He's holding out very well. So, he nearly loses his back end there. So he's very close, and that's allowed Scott W to get within under 2 seconds now. So he is just that one mistake has just cost him nearly a second, really. And that's not what you needed, and I think he's going to use a little bit of the ERS there, which he has a little bit, so Leighton's still not quite close enough, and Kirby's holding on to Tom Gorian, so the hard yes, absolutely. Yeah, Kirby nearly had a moment after exiting the Scarborough chicane, and he's still in DRS though. I think he's just going to be in touching distance of DRS. We'll just see if he does open for rear rein, which he does, yet very nicely there. And Cal is also in for DRS, so that's very helpful for the Mercedes. Tom Gorian now has not got much DRS left. I saw the red light from the rear of the back of the car. But most of them now are over a second. The only one within is Leighton, still trying to get past Angelissimo, which he just can't do quite yet. Yeah, he was a bit slower, wasn't he? Bit of not quite weaving, but I think Angelissimo will get away with it. Now we go to the parabolic, and Skull with the first of the time penalties for track limits gets 3 seconds, and Van Cal follows suit then. Yeah, he's caught it up well, but I think Angelissimo's used some of his ERS. He's used the majority of his ERS now. Is the pit window open for some of these medium runners? We'll find out, and Leighton's quite close now to Angelismo, but still not close enough. Sector 2, and someone's had a goner. Who's gone? It was that. Who was that? Oh, it must have been a back marker, my bad. Must have been Skull, my bad. Sorry, I thought Aiden had a moment. I think it's possible. Yeah, and I absolutely agree with you. And Mercedes has had a moment there, and I think Carl's had a moment this way. Sorry to cut you off there. Carl has just had a little spin. I think that's going to allow Kent to get through. Yes, he does. So is anyone going to box now? And Carl's had a moment, and Leighton is boxed, so he's going for the undercut then. This is desperate times for desperate measures to try and get ahead of Angelismo. We'll see what Leighton does, Ben, as he goes on the hard tyre, Ben. So a one-stopper, as you said, Sways, medium to hards. Let's see what he can do. As Fresh is in the pits as well. Fresh is in hard tyres. Full Fresh, and he's had a little bit of a moment there. He was quite slow. Yeah, Cal had a moment. Cal spun. I don't know if he's had a wind damage or anything, but he's pitting anyway. So is Jules. Jules is pitting as well. Yeah. So hard tyres then. Yeah. Yes, possibly so. So Cal on the hard. So is Jules. We're going to look at Angelismo then, because he must be going for an in-lap for sure. Yeah, I think Aiden's going to go long. I think... No, he stays out as well. He is staying out. For Leighton, yes, but if he catches up to Commence, who's on 12 lap old tyres, on the hard tyres, he may be slowed down a little. Bear in mind, he is only 1.6. Oh, and Commence pits anyway, so that's a bit fortunate there for Leighton. His next is Kirby, who's 7 seconds, so it shouldn't really affect him. Tom Gorian back near the top in P4, so he's done really, really well. But I'm going to go on board with Kent. Kent also pits then, and hard tyres for Kent. Commence is out on the medium tyre. Was he on the hards, was he? Oh, and someone's had a moment. Who was that? It was... Who was it? Oh, I don't know. Missed out there. Oh, and Aiden's, yeah, Aiden's in. Aiden, you can see, is in. Hard tyres then for Aiden. Angelismo stays out for another lap. Scott W follows suit in the pits. And I'm going to tell you this now, Sway. So Tom Gorian is now ahead of Aiden, and this is going to really hurt Aiden a lot if he stays behind Tom Gorian for too long. So he needs to get ahead of Tom. Yes, it's looking possible, isn't it? Yes, as later, one of the first pitters then, he was about 7 seconds to Kirby. Now it's down to 5.7. Only 2 lap old tyres compared to the 14 lap old tyres of. And we will go on board with Angelismo, and he does box now. So this is a critical moment then for Leighton. So he's going through Ascari now as Angelismo does pit. We'll go on board with Leighton then as he is coming to Ascari. Angelismo in the pits now, changed his tyres, hard tyres, very smooth there. This is critical now. Is Leighton going to get ahead of Angelismo? He's coming around the final corner. In the start-finish line he comes. Is he going to get out ahead? There you can see Angelismo in the corner. Is he going to get through? Is he going to get through? Oh my god, this is so close. And he does, he just does. Oh my god. Oh, that was close. Oh god. Oh, that was scary. I thought it was going to be like a Lewis Hamilton Max Verstappen moment there. Oh, that was scary. As we were on board watching that, Tom Gorian's also, yeah, he's pitted for medium, so he's recovered really well after that drive-through. Up back into P5. Yeah. Yeah, I would say roughly that. Depending on strategy, depending on the aero as well. They can got a good straight if they got straight line speed. Yeah, sector 3. I'm gonna go on board then with Cal and Kent. This is a battle for P12. Coming through the Lesmo. So Cal's he's had a under par race, I would say. It's not how he's wanted to go. And he spun it. He's hit into Kent. And is Kent out of the race? No, he's not. He's under. Oh, I saw that unfold. Sway. So Cal. I think he just I don't know if it was just Kent going too slow or if it's Cal just not reacting in time. But Cal hits into Kent in the gearbox, and it just makes Kent go spinning. And I think he is okay. I think he's fine to carry on, as I think that's Sambo having another spin, as that does come, yeah, as you can see. So, he pits again. Does he's on 14 lap old tyres, to be fair, goodness me. Fair play to him. Right, looking up now. So Angelismo now in the battle with Leighton. So can Angelismo do what Leighton didn't? So coming through Parabolica then. He does look very sharp, doesn't he? Yeah, you can see how much he's gaining. Look how much he's gaining. Side by side. Coming through turn 1. Is Leighton going to fight this? Is he going to go late on the brakes? No, he doesn't. He just stays behind. And there is Angelismo back into P3. Tom Gorian. Yeah, with the fastest lap of the race. It's going to look like, yeah. It's going to look like it's going to come at the end of a race, I think, Sway. So, as we're on lap 18, we're just going to see the position changes. So, the biggest winners is Cal, who was up 5, but he was up a little bit more, which has dampened his race. Who else has gone up? Angelismo has gone up 4 places. JJ's gone up 5. Kirby up 3. Scott W up 1. Leighton up 2. PRT has gone up 2 as well. The biggest losers, Van Kent down 5. Commence is down 4. Tom Gorian down 3. Sambo's gone down 2, and then the odd few drivers down 1 position. Yeah, I think he's tweaked the front wing, I think, a little bit, Sways. I think he's just put lower wing compared to Leighton, so I think that's where it's just affected him. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like he is racing. I think he is racing. Has he just glitched himself out of being a ghost, like into a ghost? This is why I'm just not too sure. JJ's still to pit then. He's on 16 lap old mediums. He's locked his brake now, so his tyre wear is going down a lot. I'm going to go on board then with Leighton, who's still hanging on to the DRS, but he's slowly going, he's slowly fading away. He's only half a tenth in, and he just makes it. But yeah, you can see the straight line speed from Angelissimo, Sways. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So it goes a little bit wide there, does Angelissimo. Yes, he has. So he's done really well there, and we were talking about Tom as well. He's got the gap down to 7.8 seconds, and it's only going down. And there's a yellow flag in sector 2, and I think that's Alfa Romeo of JD or PRT. Oh, this could completely change the game. Yes. What was I was going to say something, and I just it's just gone out of me now. And Skull, yeah, and what's good is that there's only one driver that's DNF'd, and I was sadly XCR Senna, but the drivers have done extremely well. Okay, there's been a few mistakes. Yeah, and there's a JJ's gone again. He's had another spin, and he's nearly gone into the barrier. Oh, he's got to be close. He's got to be careful with that rear ring. He can get damage on that boy. Oh, he's struggling, and Kent goes ahead now with him. I think. Yeah, I think JJ's had another moment. JJ's had a moment. No safety car, no. Another yellow flag, sector 3. I think that's JJ again. Yeah, I'm surprised he's not crashed out. Like, the amount of just errors he's had. I don't know what's made it happen. And there's yellow flags in sector 1. I think that's a Ferrari. Maybe not. Who was that? It must have been Sambo. But to be fair, Leighton has held on very well. As JJ's out. Oh, he's pitted. He's pitted. So, oh, and Angelissimo gets a little bit touchy there through the exit. So, Leighton's still hanging on very well. He's just got to keep the pressure on him. I think that's the only thing he can do. If he can force... Yeah. So, yellow flag, sector 1. And I think JJ's car is coming out, sadly. I think so. I think JJ's car's gone out on track, even though he did retire in the pits, so nothing will be taken against him. But the gap now is 6 seconds from Tom to Leighton, Sways. So he's pulled that gap down really, really well. We are on lap 23. Oh, fantastic move here from coming. Oh, and what's happened there? Is there there's blue flags for so Williams? I think that's is that Skull? I think that's Skull. I think. So he needs to get out of the way. Yellow flag sector 1. I think that's just blue flags. So JJ's left the session. Oh, and Fresh just goes off the track just a little, just hits the gravel a little bit, trying to hold on to DRS. Yeah, unfortunately we haven't seen much at the top, but plaudits do go to Aidan and Scott W, who have had a fantastic race P1 and P2. Hopefully we'll see a little bit closer next Saturday when we go to the Netherlands. But as we look down the pack, and I think Sambo's had another spin, Fresh is still hanging on to commence for P6, but nothing as of yet. I think it's up blue flags for one of the drivers. Yeah, he's getting closer. God, it could be the end of the last lap. I think, Sways. I'm not going to lie, the way things are looking. Oh, it's been fantastic. Oh, and Sambo's retired. Sambo's gone, and someone's gone as well. A safety car. Oh my goodness me! Safety car's out. Safety car has been deployed at the end. Oh wow, this could. Oh. It all depends. So I think Leighton's gonna just hold back a little, and Leighton pits as well. Oh, so he's a sit and duck. And everyone I think is going to pit. Commence stays out. Commence stays out. Fresh pits. QB stays out. QB stays out. It will be, I think it's going to be 26 ways. Depending if there's any lapped cars in between the leaders. Yeah, so say lapped cars will not be able to unlap themselves on this game. So depending if there's any lapped cars in between the top, the top bunch, it can play it. No, so Scott W is in. I think he's coming through a scar. He's going through Parabolica soon now. Now he does. Ahead of him is, I'm going to say that is Fresh, or is that Kent? Oh, and Scott W pits now. Scott W has now pitted. I think he's going to get ahead. I think he's going to get ahead of... oh, this is going to be really tight, actually. Because Aiden's now... oh, no, he's not going to make it. Yeah. Oh, this is... oh, no. No, it's not. So it will be a last lap. It will be a last lap. It's definitely not. No way it isn't. And Scott W can't do that. Scott W cannot overtake anyone during the safety car. So he should give the position back, really. No, he drove through. Scott W overtook Kent, who's a lapped car, I'm sure. And he's not allowed to do that. How was... Right, so I think from Fresh we'll be able to make it to the pack. And is that, I don't know if that's Jules. Who's pitted? Jules has pitted. So safety car is in this lap. So I didn't see. So I don't. Nothing on Scott W's car that's been damaged. So I don't. So there's absolutely no chance Skull's going to make it. I think Cal is. Kirby's going to make it. Only just though. So there's just absolutely no chance. So I think they're underway now. I think. Oh no, Aiden hasn't pulled the trigger just yet. Now he's gone. He's gone. Did he brake and accelerate? Oh, well, look at Scott W. Scott W's going to make the move. He's going side by side with Aiden. Oh my goodness me, what's going to happen? Through turn one we go. Is he going to stick it around the outside? Oh, they're still side by side. Oh, and Scott W nearly has a moment there. Through Curva Grande we go. Is Scott W going to make a lunge? Is he going to go for it? Is he going to go for it? No, he's not. Not quite. Remember, no DRS now. And Aiden's just gone. This is what I don't know. This is what I'm unsure about. As Tom Gorian having a little battle with Angelissimo. So Tom Gorian slipped down to P6. Angelissimo in P5. It's the final lap, yeah. Yeah, and he's just got one more corner, the Parabolica. As he comes through the final corner. It's 2 wins from 2 for Aiden. Aiden wins it with the fastest lap. Scott W in P2, commence in P3, but did it wiggle? So I won't say it on stream, but I think Stewards are going to have an investigation. They're going to have an investigation. Yeah, I think there's going to be an investigation with Commence for Commence's ghosting. Cal takes up driver of the day. Who would your driver of the day be, Sways? Yes. It's a very difficult one to make because, like you said, Aiden and Scott W drove tremendously well and nearly had a moment where Scott W took the lead at the end of a race. But I think my driver of the day, it would I'd have to give it to. I would say Tom as well. I think he drove faultlessly well after that jump start. Then to make it back to P6 was, very good, very skillful. So, should we do interviews actually? You don't. You don't have to do interviews, but I can do interviews. So we'll see if they join. Yes, thank you very much, Swayze. I hope you have a lovely hope you have a lovely evening, and yeah, hopefully see you next week. So we'll see if anyone does join, and we got Scott. We'll see if anyone does join Scott, but I think you're the only one as of right now who has joined in, which I'll just give it a bit of time. But I don't think anyone is gonna join. Oh, is my thing gone off? Oh yeah, it does. Just gonna see. Okay, is your audio on, Scott? Yes. Yes, no problem. So, Scott, P2 for you. It was a very like with you and Aiden. It was like you were in your own races there. So, how was it for you to be like 3 seconds away from Aiden, but you had a lengthy gap behind ahead of the rest. Ah. Yeah, I was gonna ask you about the safety car. So it was lap 24, and obviously it was gonna look like it was gonna remain you P2 and Aiden P1. But was it was it a little bit of a shock of a system to you when that safety car came out, and when you both pitted for softs, did you generally believe you could get just snatch that P1 at the end? Because we did see it on the last lap. You were side by side, but you were so close to getting that P1, but it just wasn't meant to be. Yes, it always is. Yes, I Yeah, hopefully we'll see you with closer battles to Aiden. You obviously drove fantastic out there, uh, but hopefully with more races you get just that little bit closer when it comes near the middle of the season. So yeah, congratulations anyway, Scott, on P2. Yes, and that will conclude it for today's race. That was the Italian Grand Prix of Monza round two. So we next week will be at the Dutch Grand Prix. We will be at Zandvoort. So same time, 7:40, 8 o'clock, should I say, UK time. We hope to see you there, and I wish everyone a good night and a good weekend.